Bro, you know what? This is kind of my bad, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I know I've won, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you can step as far forward as you want. I don't give a fuck. I've won the
Yeah.
show. I have a family. William was the first person to text me and say that was shambles. That was crazy. William said to me, "This is William's words, bro." William said to me, "What you bought look today
Mhm.
will beat me last week," and I beat Behrooz.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord, and we got a very special guest on the show today, Nathan Asha, man. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, buddy. Really do appreciate it, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, I appreciate you coming on. You just wrapped up the 2024 Flex Pro weekend in Milan, Italy.
Yeah.
And so we're going to get into the details of all of that. So that's excited to have you on fresh right after the show to get your perspective, to get your take on everything. So first, before we dive into this, I always start off my interviews with some basic questions. What's your current age, height, and your last show weight in Milan?
Um, age 38, just turned. Height 5'8". I don't know 1,000 centimeters. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
My weight for the weekend in kilos worked out was 117.6, which is roughly about 259,
Okay.
260, something like
Okay. Okay. And where do you currently live?
that. UK.
Okay. Okay. And so let's just go. I just want to go over your recent placings last year. So 2023, you won the Flex Pro Italy. Okay, you
Yeah.
got first. 2023 Europa Pro, you got second.
Yeah.
2023 Shahur Classic, you got first,
Yeah.
right? And then 2024 Flex uh, Pro, or sorry, 2023 Romania Pro, you got fourth. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that in a little bit too. And then obviously 2024 Flex Weekend Pro Italy, you got second. Okay, we're going to get into that
Yeah.
as well. So, first off, I know you made a video already, but let's just recap it. Your take, did you deserve to win that show? And your thoughts
Um,
on why you deserve.
no disrespect to Beirut. The guy's an awesome athlete, awesome competitor. He works hard like a lot of the guys do. But in my perspective, I was hands down the winner. That's taken nothing away from him. Obviously, he doesn't make the final decision. The judges do. But from what I'm looking at, it's bodybuilding. It's not shape. If it come down to shape, then give Beirut Mr. Olympia because he has one of the most prettiest aesthetics in the game. But obviously you have to have some type of muscle density, some type of balance. And in regards to himself, his upper body is a hell of a lot more powerful than his lower body.
Mm-hmm.
And his upper body, even his upper body, isn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
The chest that comes across flat. The arms are okay. The delts are humongous. The back is flat. And obviously, you guys see in the show where he came out straight away. You could see, the legs weren't detailed, weren't conditioned. They had like one teardrop in the leg in the quad. That's why I kept on shaking my leg and showing my details of the striations across the leg. There's a lot more detail in all four heads of the leg. The teardrop, the inner, the outer, and the side. So I just kept on showing what I thought the judges wanted to see and what needed to be seen as bodybuilding.
Okay.
And as the rounds went on, you could see that the legs were getting flatter and flatter. By the time I asked for one more round,
Yes.
we were on our third round, and the legs were totally gone, and Belarus was gassed. That's why I kept asking for more rounds because for me, posing just like riding a bike, it's piss easy. It's
Yeah.
bodybuilding's not the hardest sport to do, so you're only posing for what a minute around, so should be able to do at least 6, 7 rounds, right? And
Okay.
if you're posing correctly, it's not like you're out of breath because you haven't got to flex hard. It's just a case of holding the muscle in the right place. So you know, me, I had a 5 to 3, being very very polite, and that's in regards to myself because I believe Beirut won front double.
Okay,
You
let's go
know,
through the pose. Let's go pose for pose.
okay,
So we got front double. Your take on the front double.
I'll give it to Beirut.
Okay. Some people say you have the front double because your quad. You don't just look at the upper. You got to
Yeah,
look at the lower.
yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
I'm being polite. You know,
Yeah.
I give him a front double
Okay.
because obviously
Okay.
my left shoulder doesn't fully rotate,
Yeah.
and because my left arm is absolutely battered with obviously many injuries, and whether it's my shoulders being
Okay.
battered, I've had a
Okay.
torn bicep, I've got you know half a forearm, so I'll
Okay.
give him that being polite. Okay,
Okay. So front lat spread.
yeah,
I gave you the front lat spread, but what's your take on that?
front last bit all day.
Okay. So we got front
Me,
lat spread. Let's go next. And okay, so this people when they see this, because you say, okay, I beat him in these shots. Why do you think you're beating him in the front lat? Let's go into detail.
uh, let's start from the lower. Let's start from the lower half. Quads, more detail, more striation, more flaring. We work up to the mid. We work up to the midsection. He's breathing out a hell of a lot. He can't hold the pose. We walk up to the wingspan. His arms. He's having his arms far too low for his lats.
Mm.
Again, you come across the chest. It's very flat. There's no muscle to the chest. And again, you come to the arm detail on the brachialis, and there's nothing there. So I give myself the front left bit.
Okay, let's go on to the next. I remember I messaged you. He's like, he's up, he's stepping up on you. He's trying to get it closer to the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Side chest.
Okay, side check. Let's start lower half. All right, we will give to Beirut. That's that crazy hamstring, crazy glute. Okay,
Yeah.
but then you look at the quad, the front quad. That's mine.
Yes. Yep.
So you can call that even Steven.
Okay.
We go to the chest. It's shallow. Come across. He's not fully rotated. Again, the check across the chest is flat. The bicep is flat. There's nothing there. He's holding his arm wrong as well. And just the thickness in my shoulder, on the side, and my chest, I'll give that to myself.
Yes, agreed. I can see. I was during the live stream. I was telling people, look at the size of Nathan's quad on the side there. Look at the amount of muscle, the roundness to the quad
Yeah,
versus Behrooz, right? So, and then you got
yeah,
to look at the chest. It's a side chest pose. So, what are you looking at? You're looking at the chest. Look at the thickness of Nathan's chest, the broadness of the shoulders and the chest, the combination. Behrooz, that you can see, is a little flatter here than you are.
yeah.
So, give you the side chest. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Side tricep. Okay.
I give the babies.
He hits it good.
Yeah.
And with you, is it hard for you to open up in that and pull your arm back?
Um, Bro, like I said, in regards to that, because I'm so stiff up top,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of dominance up top of shoulders, and my shoulders are being battered, like obviously many
Yeah.
bike crashes and car crashes and stuff. It's just
Mm-hmm.
rotating the shoulder is massively hard for myself. You know, obviously myself in a few years, I'll probably have a ton of
Mm-hmm.
arthritis in there. It's a killer to rotate the shoulder, and I would say that is my worst pose.
Okay. Like that's crazy because if you could rotate, you would look sick in that
Yeah,
pose. It's crazy, but it's just hard to. It's like Tony O'Burton. He
yeah,
can't open up. He just because he has an injury in his shoulder. He has injuries too, so he just
yeah.
can't do it. Yeah. So okay, give the side tricep to Bruce. All right, this is where we get interesting here. Okay,
So
back double bicep.
we start from the lower half, okay? If you were there in the show, you see that Bailey has better glutes. That's for sure, right?
Yep.
He has a massive hamstring, but if you were there on the show, the detail on the hamstring compared to what I had,
Yep.
well, it was different. My detail on the hamstring was a hell of a lot different than what people see on the live stream. The striations coming through the hamstring compared to his. For me, I had it. Mario said that, Patrick Shaw said that. So these guys who are really, really reliable,
Mm-hmm.
honest, they have no commitment to me. no loyalty to me. They're just
Yeah.
fans of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So let's say, hamstring to me, glutes to Behrooz, even Steven. I'm a black
Yeah.
guy. I never have them crazy glutes unless I suck myself down, and it's
Mhm.
not worth coming right down smaller to have a pair of glutes when it's not a glute show, right? It's not bikini. It's not a glute
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So we go to the back door bicep. You look at Beirut, it's just flat across the back. There's no lumps, bumps there. So you look at my back, you can see the rhomboids, you can see the trapeze, you can see, the inner back, you can see the brachialis on the biceps. You
Mhm.
can see, you can even see the pieces of both biceps coming through, and you can see the density and the thickness of the muscle. It looks a hell of a lot more aged and
Yes.
more, just it just looks stuck like it's been there for a long while. It's thick and detailed. So I looked at that to myself.
Okay. I gave it to you, and I pointed out the detail in your back, the 3D pop to your back. His back is flatter. He needs to work on that 3D thickness to his back. He obviously in the glutes are a little bit better condition, or he has the genetics to have the
Yeah,
feathers in the glutes. Okay, whatever, that's there. But the density of your muscle is just on another level. You have to be there in person to see it versus the live
yeah,
stream to see it in real life. So back to a bicep, close, but I would give it to you based off those points. Okay,
yeah.
rear lat spread. Okay,
Again, obviously, we've done a lower off. I know already before. So to even Stevens, we
yeah.
come against a lat spread, right? He's wider than me. He's a wider person. But
I
then
gave you, I gave you the, I gave you the lat spread. Your lats, like no one really
yeah,
question. Your lats are wide,
that's the
like
same.
yeah,
And we come to the thickness.
yeah,
So it comes to the thickness. So again, it just comes down to the thickness of the muscle and the maturity. So I give that to myself.
yeah,
And to be totally honest, before the show, that supposed that I was willing to lose to Beirut. I was willing to sacrifice and get beat by because he is so wide. But then when I seen it, I was like, bloody hell, it's
yeah.
not hard to beat.
No, and we'll get into that too. But okay, so lat spread goes to you. Just wondering what the judges were thinking here, but we'll get into that. This one too. Let's let you get into it, both of you. I gave you the ab and thigh before we get into it because it's ab and thigh. It's not just
Yeah,
abs.
that's what I say.
Yeah.
So this is where it gets rather strange. Abs and thigh is where they lost
Yeah.
the show apparently. But I don't know. Abs and thigh, right? You have to show both quads. How
Yeah.
Beirut is standing is totally wrong. I
Yeah.
think obviously if you had bigger quads and you had a lot more detail, you stand like that. But for me, this is how I stand because I can flex down the quad, show the feathering, obviously, and then it brings your waist a hell of a lot tighter in. Beirut might think that what he's doing keeps his waist small, which it does, but again, he's not showing no quadricep. And obviously for him, it'd be ideal to put his leg forward because he hasn't got the biggest quads.
If you did, yeah, you would see that they're not that
Yeah.
big.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
So for
ab and
me,
thigh.
again, for myself, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Agreed. And then the last one, most muscular.
I
Now
give this to
he did
Beirut.
step he did step up. See, he is closer to the camera here on you, which is pissing me off because
He's literally, bro. You know what? This is kind of my bad, to be totally honest.
yeah,
Because at this point, I know I've won, right?
yeah,
So I'm like, bro, you can step as far forward as you want. I don't give a fuck. I've won the
yeah,
show, type thing.
yeah, yeah,
But obviously then looking at the judges, I was like, okay, he haven't. He's literally here. I'd say three. I'm on the line, literally 3 steps in front of me.
yeah,
Obviously, then I obviously walk forward because everyone's screaming, walk forward, walk forward. So I walk forward. But even then, he's got a, don't know what the fuck's, his shoulders are wide as fuck. I don't know.
yes,
The wide and the shine as hell, but he's a wide guy. So
yeah,
I was like, And for me, this most muscular, it doesn't make me look too narrow, but it shows the density and the compactness of my muscle.
hmm
This is why I like this one.
okay,
Because it just shows how thick my chest is my
Yeah.
shoulders, and my biceps. And obviously over the years of squat, because I have such a small waist, over the years of squatting, my
Mhm.
obliques are quite heavy on the lower sides because I need some form of stability.
Mhm.
So with this hands clasp, it hides the flaring obliques on the side. So
Okay.
this is why again I chose this from most muscular. And I
Okay.
think for me it's a better one, or I can do fists together. But
Mhm.
yeah, and I got caught in the moment and I grabbed the hands type thing.
Okay. So you give this one to Behrooz or to yourself?
But yeah, it's a baby.
Behrooz. Okay. So yeah, it's interesting that the judges gave it a 6 point spread between the two
Yeah,
of you. Not it wasn't like 1 point or two, 6 points. So clear decision on their
win.
end.
And then
Uh,
obviously what makes it funny is the final round was literally, the show was literally 15 minutes after. And
mm,
Baby's when we came out, totally faded. He had nothing. There was nothing left in that final round of Beirut in the final two rounds. So I just, at this rate, right, I knew I'd lost. Okay.
okay.
Um, I, when we caught the first time, I said, Stefan, no, bro, it's over. Patrick Shaw came to me and said, easy, easy. Patrick said, I'll give you, Mr. Patrick said, it should, I would say 6-2. But let's be polite and say 5-3. Mario said, Nathan, 5-3. Stefan said 6-2. Judging on what Tyler judged last week, pose for pose, that's what Tyler stated, okay, in the recap, pose for pose. So at this rate, Stefan's saying we've won. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm not
Was
having it.
Tyler
Because,
was Tyler the
sorry,
head judge? Was he there judging?
no, Maz was head judge.
So Tyler's not going to do a recap on it because when he's not
No, don't
there,
be.
he doesn't. That sucks.
I'd like I'd like to see I'd like to see a recap, but we asked
Yeah.
for feedback at the end. We asked for feedback at the end, and the feedback was given. And the feedback was when Nathan goes into when Nathan transitions from the back into the abs and thigh. When I do this, not as I hit the pose, but as I do this, my lower obliques flare out. But
Okay.
that is on the pose. Okay, the pose is abs and thigh. When I hit the pose, that counts. The trend. When I'm getting ready for the pose, this should
Yeah.
not really matter. If I'm breathing out, my stomach's distended, it matters. But if my obliques are wide when I'm turning around, but we'll take that in for next
Okay.
week and,
Okay.
and go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like we got some other shows coming up. Quick, just
Yeah.
recap on the Romania Pro last year. Came in fourth, and we talked a little bit about it. Like what happened at that show, just so people know.
Bro, so what happened? Done the pre-judging. I got the set. I'm not stupid, bro. I've not been in the game for a long time. Done the pre-judging. I spoke to. I was literally with Samson's wife at the time. Samson's wife said, "This is close. It's very, very close
Yeah.
between you, Samson, Bush's Beirut fair. And it's close, Nathan."
Mm.
Nathan just said, "No, I'm not having it." I phoned Stefan. I said, "Yo, Steph, this is not going my way, brother." I said, "What you mean?" I said, "It's going." I said, "It's going Samson, Beirut, this Brazilian guy,
Yeah.
and then me." Because I said, "Listen, bro, when you're getting judged, people are looking at you. Right?
Yeah.
You're not stupid." So I said, "Listen, fuck this." Yeah, and I said, "Fuck this. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat, bro." I said, "I'm going to eat some biryani and some cake. I don't give a fuck. I ain't asked, right?" He's like, "Do what you want. If you know Nathan, you know." So listen, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yeah.
care. The show don't get judged at this nighttime show. It's a show, right? Pre-judging is pre-judging. If it's
Yeah.
close, they will judge you. The show is just a show. It's one round of an afternoon, and that's what most people see. So I just went out, bro. I had I had a biryani. I had 3 pieces of cake,
Yeah.
a shitload of fluid, and just enjoyed myself. I just
Okay.
totally didn't care.
Okay.
I wasn't. Didn't think about it. I knew what was coming my way. When it came my way, I said Samson was a bit nervous. I don't know why. I said
Mhm.
Samson, don't like fucking pick up or you're fucking Mr. Olympia, fucking get your head
Yeah.
up. I think people were shocked for me to say that
Yeah.
because before me and Samson had some crazy beef, and then I said to him like he was looked a bit nervous. I said, bro, like fucking head up. You could see me fucking saying to him like you've won this. It's light work. You've won it. And then obviously that's when we were talking and he was happy and stuff. And yeah, man, like
Okay.
you just know these things, and it's not that it's like it's easy to notice when you're up there and the judges are talking. You get a sense, of what's going on, what's being said, and
Yeah.
our eyes, even though we can hear our friends and family in the background, our eyes are totally fixed on the judges, and you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a little boost there or something, and everyone judged there. Maybe then it'd be a bit harder for us to know what's going on, but no, man, it is what it is. I have no hard feelings by it. It's judging, it's a show, it's their opinion, and that's it. I said to everyone all the time, if you come in your best, if you're in your best condition, then the result don't matter. You're your best, and that's
Yeah.
the main thing. And I know, bro. Like I posted pictures of myself on my YouTube and stuff, and people saying, "Oh, your legs wearing, you're based on full, your legs wearing in detail." Look at the pics that were up close, that were caught
Yeah.
on a shitty ass phone. No special effects, just a phone. You see how detailed the legs were. You see how detailed the striations in the shoulders were. A lot of guys nowadays don't have striations in the shoulders; they're all shut up. Bro, my
Mhm.
shoulders are flickering. So it goes to say that Nathan was in shape, even though people, and obviously the pictures posting pre-show, that's just because I was in a shitty hotel Airbnb with no lights. But Stefan could see himself, like if you're coaching your athletes and you're in the same lights every for the last 4 days. Even if the lighting is terrible, you still know that the changes are happening because you're seeing it for yourself. And then when you get under that magic lighting, you know that shit's gonna be nasty, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I wanted to touch base on the Romania, because people are like, leading into this Flex Weekend Pro, people are like, oh, Behrooz has already beaten Nathan at the Romania last year. But there's a reason why you weren't on. And now people know why. It's not just whatever, there's reasoning behind these things. So, all right. So we're headed into the Mr. Big Evolution Pro coming up July 6th, 7th.
Yeah.
We got Mr. William Bonac in that show.
Team
He already,
Outlaw again.
yeah, yes, he's with your coach as well, and he beat Behrooz in at the M Pro Classic.
Yeah.
Um, so, what's your take on this show? What have you and Stefan been discussing that you need to do
Bro, William
to
is
take out
a
fucking William? Because that's a
William's an awesome guy, bro. Like William was the first person to text me, and that's the God's honest truth right on the weekend. My phone was going crazy on Instagram, but not everyone's got my number, okay?
yeah,
William has my number. Obviously besides my family, William was the first person to text me and say, that was shambles, that was crazy. William said to me, these are William's words, bro. William said to me, what you bought, look, today
mhm.
will beat me last week, and I beat Behrooz. And that man, that to
That's
me,
huge.
William don't talk shit, right? And to me, bro, that guy saying that, come on, bro,
Yeah,
that takes a man to say that, right? William's a
yeah,
veteran of the sport, an idol, a living legend, and for that man to say that, bro, what more?
yeah,
What more do I need to keep the smile on my face? I don't need no first place trophy. William, to me, he's been there from day one. He's always given me advice, family advice, bodybuilding advice. Doesn't have to. He's texting me all the time, but
yeah,
the guy, bro, like that to me. Stefan himself said that's a real man. That's what you call a real man. No, bodybuilders are all vain, selfish, vain
yeah,
pricks, most of them. But William, bro, for that man to say that, I don't need no medal for me. That's the first place medal right there.
yeah.
Um, and for us, we're just going to do the same thing we done
Okay,
last week, but we do it this week. Um,
okay,
I believe but Stefan doesn't want me to go any lighter. Doesn't want me to keep it where it is. I spoke to Badr as well and Ascot. They want to keep the look the way it is because everyone was happy with that look. You know, people who were seeing it, who were at the show, seeing it, they realised what we'd actually bought, and to be up £10 in a short off season it is crazy, and the condition, you know, is for me. I could feel it, but like I could feel my stomach, myself. My body was eating itself inside. The weight
Yeah.
was dropping on a regular basis, and I knew the body was firing on all cylinders. Even though I'm old as fuck now, right? Old as hell now. Um, I could still feel it, and I said to Stefan and my family member Danny at all the shows. I said, bro, like I've got a weird feeling this is going to be the craziest Nathan ever. Like I just got that feeling. I never see myself as a competitive bodybuilder. Like I'm better than this person. I'm always, even though I come across cocky and a little bit arrogant, I'm still always naive on what I can do, and and Behrooz, bro, for me was a massive hurdle. This guy to me is a great bodybuilder, okay?
Yeah.
And when I seen them all tanning up, and all the guys were looking at me, and they were hitting Behrooz for me tanning, and they were looking, and they were taking videos of me tanning. I'm like, yeah, baby, I've hit
Yeah.
this. I've hit on the head, right? And we just kept it cool. Behrooz said, bro, you look phenomenal, and I respect that. It didn't go my way. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm still happy. For me, it was still a great win. It was still a £10,000 check, right?
Yeah, it was close.
Last year the winner got that, right?
Yeah. He got
So
15, you got 10. It's like, okay.
yeah, last year it's the winner's money, right? There's no $4,000 check. So
Yeah.
I just gotta make light of the situation, because I've been in this situation many times before, and a couple of times I took it a bit wrongly to the person and whatnot. But now, I'm older, wiser, I've learned my lesson, and I'll just keep on going, baby. I'm still alive, I'm still smiling, still
Yeah.
healthy. That's the main thing. I do the sport not for the checks, not for the I do it just because I love bodybuilding, and that's it. I love bodybuilding.
Yeah. Okay. So the plan is to come in with pretty much the same package you brought at the Flex Pro going into the Mr.
Yeah,
Big. And then you're doing the Dubai Pro. Is that correct?
yeah, we're down for Dubai Pro.
Okay.
So we'll fly straight from Lisbon to Kuwait, check in with Bada and stuff, and then Stefan's going to come out a week later and do the final week in Kuwait with me, and then we'll fly from Kuwait to Dubai, just to keep, because Dubai is the biggest show.
Mhm.
We have Tyler there, so we have Tyler's
Okay.
input at the end of the show as well, because it's a big show. And I think we're going to see where it lies.
Yeah.
I like to compete. Stefan might want to call it a day, but I might just say do one or two more shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? If I'm in shape, just
You're in
just
shape.
just just do
Exactly.
shows.
Yeah.
Chris Cormier always said, "Bro, do as many shows as you can get, because you're not in the sport for a long time. It's a
Yes.
short time, so make the most of it."
Yeah. Okay. And you're up. What's your thoughts on, Rubio Neckzilla? He's going to be at the Dubai Pro. He's looking good leading into it. He's looking fucking huge. What are your
He's
thoughts?
huge. Um, muscle mass wise, Rubio will destroy everyone, bro. Everyone.
Mhm.
But when it comes down to symmetry and condition, it's where it's gonna get caught out. Not that he doesn't, bro. The guy trains hard now. He trains with me, right?
Yeah, you're
I
there with
train
him. Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. You get to
Yeah,
see
bro. I
him.
train.
Yeah.
I train quick, and I'm intensive. He doesn't like it, so it puts him under pressure. But that's good for him.
Yeah.
Even though he's a competitor, in the gym we're still friends. On the day we'll have it out. May the
Mhm.
best man win.
Yeah.
If it comes together for Rubio, if it comes together for him, then he'll be a force to be reckoned with. Obviously I'm seeing him now for 10 days. He does fluctuate up and down, but
Mhm.
the guy is will be dangerous.
Okay. 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 But you do think you can beat him based off your structure and your conditioning, the combination. Technically,
Based on
on
my condition,
paper,
yeah, yeah, based on my condition, and I'm around him a lot of the time, so I
yeah.
know,
So you get to,
I know what he's looking like compared to what you guys see
yes.
on Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So
Hmm.
compared to the condition wise, I should do him there. Like, but if he comes in like I come in, then it's game over for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just a genetic freak, once in a 100-year fucking
But he's honest
anomaly.
though, bro. He's honest, right? You tell
Yeah.
Rubio, bro. train leg. He says, train leg, go heavy on leg. His English is terrible, right? So
Okay.
he goes, Rubio, leg press,
Yeah.
heavy. And he goes, Nathan, genetic. Why I go heavy? Genetic. That's what he
Yeah.
says. He's a good guy, man. He's a fun.
Good.
Once you get to know him,
Yeah.
and he comes out of it like he's quite shy. Once you get to know him, he comes out of his shell. He's a good guy, you know.
Okay.
We brought him in, and that because originally he was like by himself, a little bit shy and naive, but now he's out of his shell. He's a funny guy.
Yeah. No, awesome. It's going to be good to see you two battling on the stage in Dubai. Okay, so your goal is to qualify for the Olympia this
Yeah.
year, and let's say whatever happens at the Mr. Big and whatever happens at the Dubai, we don't know. Are you going to do any other shows if just try and still get that qualification if it doesn't happen at these other shows?
I don't know, bro. My heart is set on Ohio 25, bro. My heart's set on that, right? So
Okay.
that's what I want to be. I believe I got a hell of a fair shot at that Arnold. Um, my heart is literally set on there for me. Step we're talking about the other day, Stefan saying we go to the Olympia. The package you bought, what we bought the other day, will be justified at Olympia very, very well.
Mhm.
Uh, he believes Stefan is like a lot of guys around me, doesn't lick my ass, tells me what shit, tells me what needs to be done. So, he's like, look, what you bought and what we seen last year at Olympia, it's competitive. But my heart's just like, bro, I want to do the Arnold, I want to do the Arnold, I want to do the Arnold, I want to have an off season, do the Arnold, do the Arnold.
Mhm.
And he's like, no, if you qualify, we're going there. But I'll just see, what the situation holds and where at the time. But
Okay.
I will be doing it on up, bro. Like next year. That's
Okay.
my heart. I spoke to Brian. I speak to Brian a lot.
Okay. Good.
And Brian's like looking forward to having you there. Brian's
Awesome.
like one of the guys who's done a letter for me. In regards to my visa eligibility and stuff. So massive respect to them guys up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So for me, I just want to do Arnold. I just want to do one. I've done an Olympia, a couple, and being there doing it type thing. But I just want to go to the Arnold. Everyone keeps saying
Okay.
it's amazing, and I've never been.
Okay. Okay. Tell us a little bit about Stefan, Boss of Outlaw, your coach. How long have you been with Stefan, and how is your relationship with him?
Stefan, been together now in 18 months
Okay.
since last. I think it was February or January. Me and yours are very, very close friends. He came to my gym, and I said, look, he's like, you doing off season? I'm like, I've never done off season, bro. I just eat kebabs, curries, and stuff just to get fat. I just do what I want, right?
Yeah.
It's like when I go to Q8, then I diet. But besides that, I don't give a hell. And he's like, no, my coach Stefan wants to work with you and stuff. And his wife was like, go to Nathan, go to Stefan. It's good for you and like that. And I'm like, who the hell's the Stefan guy? Like, I don't follow the whole social media trend.
Mhm.
I don't obviously know Milos, Patrick Shaw, them guys, but I don't know nobody else, not the bodybuilder. And they said like, he coached JP and this person. I was like, oh, he coached Jordan. Like, yeah, he told Jordan a lot. So I thought, that's new. So I text Jordan, like, Jordan, is this Stefan guy? Like, is he full of bullshit? Like this boss outlaw guy? I just started following him. What's he about? Jordan, listen, like, it'd be good for you to go there. So Jordan, yours and his wife basically like twisted my arm. So I messaged Stefan saying, "Hey, bro, it's Nathan Asha here. How you doing? You want to coach me?" I didn't. I said, "Would you want to coach me? What's the cost?" He goes, "Yes, Nathan." He goes, "Yes, I know it was Nathan, the best guy in Europe type things." And Stefan was like, "We just got talking from there," and he was like, "Please don't voice note me. Please type." He's like,
Okay.
"I can't understand the words you say."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, then." I was like, "Okay, I put my American accent on for you or my
Yeah.
Kuwaiti accent. Is that okay?" And then we just got there talking, and obviously, like he gave me my first fully off season, short off season diet. I stuck to it. He even had me eating the bodybuilder's food, cream of rice, which
Mhm.
was I was pro anti and pro
Yeah.
anti cocoa pops because I just didn't believe in all that malarkey and stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah, man. But more than that, he kept me on my toes. He said to me, "Look, Nathan, like, to be honest, what do you want to do and stuff?" And I said, "Look, bro, I'm retired when I'm 40. That's my deal. Don't want to go no further. I don't have no ambition to go any further. Um, got 2 years. I want to push it hard and go from there. And I said, but obviously, if we're doing off season, I want to be able to have a kebab or a curry every other night and stuff. And that's just what I like. And then he sent me a diet over, and he basically said every night, last second to last meal was a Nathan meal, which was like a curry or a kebab. A lot of people think when they think kebab, they think it's just dirty meat, but it's just like a Turkish
Mm,
skewer, and a bit of rice and a bit of yogurt sauce. That's all it is. It's not like it's unhealthy. It's just like grilled chicken kebab. I ate that. I put it in. But more than that, bro, he was a mind. He's more of a mind coach. He's more of a therapist, I think, to a lot of the guys. More of a
mm,
counselor than a coach because the diet's what he does. He keeps it nice, basic, and simple for us until the last few weeks, and then it gets a bit sciencey for me.
yeah,
But he's always there at the end of a call. He's giving us the right words. He doesn't lick our ass, and he says, Nathan, you're fat, like start your diet early, do cardio and stuff. And I was never one to do cardio. I was like,
okay,
F doing cardio, I'll take an extra T3 or something. I can't be bothered doing that. But he got me on the path, and even this prep, he said, Nathan, 30-minute cardio 3 times a week. Bro,
okay,
straight away, I said, nah, bro, I'll do 40 minutes because we thought Hunter was doing Italy. I said, nah, bro, I'm doing 40 minutes. I'm going to beat that yank. I said, 40 minutes every day. And my mind was drilled because I think it was Scott Chow said Hunter was doing Italy. So I thought, yeah, coming for that motherfucker type thing.
yeah,
So my mind was set on that. I was like, yeah, I'm having this, I'm having this, I'm having it. And obviously Hunter they said he's doing the other Italy
the other
for
one,
later on
yeah,
in the year.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
damn. So like, my mind was set, went in the best package, and like he's always there, like counseling me, telling me how I can improve and what I can do. And we have similar past things happening in our life, traumas. He sort of his therapists and that and stuff. And
mhm,
I'm not anti-therapist. I'm on them guys. I'm like, oh, like men should be men. Don't do all that stuff. But
yeah,
Stefan was telling me, listen, being going to a therapist and this and that. I still refuse to go to one. Think I need to still be talking, but I still don't want to. And he just keeps telling me, look, things that happened to him and what's going on, and we just reflect on the past. And I've told him things in my life that's happened to me that I haven't shared with people. You know, my life wasn't the best and the brightest, and I told him some things, and he, even though he knows that, and he still tried to make light of it for me, and he's like, and then when it's me and him, he's like, I can't believe you've gone through that and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like it's life, and I'm not gonna cry about it, I'm not gonna get emotional, you know. People having worse things in life. It's just I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm just happy to be here, type thing. And he's always there at a phone call, and every day, like literally every single day. It's 6:45 English time. He's like, Nathan, wait, Nathan, posing. And
that's
I'm like,
awesome,
bro,
yeah,
I'm still on the bloody cardio bike. He's like, quick, pose, wait, every day consistently.
awesome,
And then some days, when like you can't be bothered, and then like you're like, I'll just blank the text message, I'll just blank it.
yeah,
So I ignore, I ignore the text. Literally, he's texting my partner. He's phoning me. Where's the weight? It's 9 o'clock. You've had breakfast. You haven't checked in. You haven't checked in today. Take 20 carbs out. I'm like, damn.
that's
So he's on me, bro, and that's
good,
something that I need because if I've got no structure in my life, I just tend to go kind of wild, and
mm,
we call it rago in England, where I just go missing for days and then And
okay,
since Stefan has had me on a leash, I'm
yeah,
still kind of wild, but I'm a little bit older and wiser now and a bit more mature in the things I say and do. So he's had a massive impact on my life, just on me and obviously my family life and me as a man. So
okay.
that's a massive thank you for that.
Yeah, it looks like Stefan's doing great with all of his athletes, with William, with Wesley Visitors. I think he's with Urs. So he's got a great track record. And highly recommended
Yeah.
coach. Um, tell me about you do the vodka thing. Okay, I think you're like the
Yeah.
one known bodybuilder out there that like actively promotes it. Why do you do the vodka? What does it do during your last three
um,
days leading into the show? So these young guys that are
um,
watching you, they're your
yeah.
fans. They're gonna follow you. They're gonna start trying the vodka. Tell them the proper
Body in the
what
body,
why. Yes.
body in the body. So I've always done it. I'm anti-diuretic.
Okay.
I bloody hate them. The rebound of them is just
Mm.
excruciating. I just don't like it. So I take probably 10 days out. I do 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 10 days out for
Okay.
10 days,
Okay.
spread out through the day. And then the last 3 days, I do body in the body. And also, I've always done it this way, but then obviously when I was with AJ Simmons a while back, he basically refined it slightly a lot. Told me how to do it in dosages to where I ain't just jugging it back, which is which respect him for that. He helped
Mhm.
me peak. He helped me peak a couple of times for certain shows. And again, I'll give him the credit for that. Even though he said, "Oh, prep Nathan," I'll give him the credit for that. He picked me for shows where it came out my best and came out well. So I just do it. So I started. I used to start it 2 days out, but now I started 3 days out. So I'll do like on the shows on a Sunday. I'll start like the late Thursday. Also late Friday. I'll
Okay.
start like a double espresso and then obviously 2 ounces of vodka. As we are decreasing the water at this time, we are obviously implementing some type of alcohol. Stefan told me the other day that we could do cognac,
Okay.
um, and we could do whiskey. We could do whiskey and stuff and brandy with cognac. And I was tempted to do it, but I thought, nah, I'm known as body in the body guy, and I know it works. So I normally do it with the cream of rice meals. So obviously, when you're decreasing the water, it's good to have fluids with that meal. Rather than put your fluids stagnant for the day. I stagnant for the day, but every meal I take a certain amount of fluids in. So I take it meal two, meal one, meal three, meal five, meal seven, and meal nine, 2 ounces
Cool.
every meal. But then I will take meal one. I will take it with a double espresso. Meal five, double espresso, and then again meal nine with double espresso before bed. People think, oh, double espresso before bed you can't sleep. When you're at the stage where you're just tired anyway. You just want to
Yeah, you're
go to sleep, right? You're eating and sleeping all day,
yeah.
and you don't actually. It's crazy because normally you think you drink. I go through 750, 750 milliliters of a bottle, which is a full bottle basically. And you'd think that I would be drunk, and it doesn't touch the sides
That's
because
what
I'm
I was
eating a
gonna
lot of
say. Are
carbs.
you not
No, bro.
tipsy on stage and you're just like
Cuba had a double of a day, and he was hammered. He was going red as hell. I was like, what? Like, no. I drink a lot. I drink a lot of vodka anyway, but
okay.
no, but like it doesn't touch the sides. I
Okay.
think it's because the amount it's spread over, and
Okay.
because I'm putting carbs in with it, it doesn't affect me. I know people was like, "Oh, try it, bro," and I was hammered. Like, why? I was like, I've done the whole bottle of it before. I was like,
Wow.
nah, bro. Like, spread it out. 2 ounces is
Yeah.
like 56 grams or something. 56 grams of 2 ounces. Spread it out for the 2 days, and then obviously when you come to show day, obviously for the pros, the shows are like five, six, seven onwards. So
Yes.
on that day, I only drink a liter of water, but I can throw the vodka in. And obviously, with the vodka doing it, what it does, it dehydrates the body because
Hmm.
you know yourself. If you go on the drink on the town with the guys, the
Yes.
next day it's like you've done, a
Your
4 week diet. You're tight, right?
vascularity. Yes. Yeah. Vascularity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I keep putting it in. It keeps the blood warm. So I'm always
Hmm.
warm inside. And you know yourself, when you're down to a hell of thin body fat, you're always cold. But my blood's always warm because I'm drinking that vodka, and
Okay.
just keep drinking for the day. But I don't count the vodka in as part of the fluids. Obviously, not just drinking it all day. I'm drinking it stagnantly. I'm putting it at certain times in the day. But I piss a hell of a lot more than diuretics, and
Okay.
I know that it won't give. I know it'll flatten me off, and if it starts to get too drunk or if I felt tipsy, I'd just stop drinking it. To where once you put the diuretics in, you can see a lot of guys, Behrooz maybe itself,
Yeah.
they flatten off very, very quick, and I don't do them. So for me, flatten off would be that I've missed the peak and I've missed the carbs. To
Mhm.
where once the diuretics kick in and you're flattened off, you can't pull it back quick enough. And when you
Yeah.
do, you tend to extend and bloat because you're putting a hell of a lot of food in to try and chase it. So for me, it's just not worth the hassle.
Okay. Okay. No, no, thank you for explaining that. It's a different aspect on it, and that's why you always look full because you're not taking this diuretics, you're not flattening out. So that's your
Yeah,
advantage over these guys. Before I jump into a few other questions before we wrap up,
yeah,
the
man.
visa issues. Okay, so let's say you qualify again. You always qualify for the Olympia, but
Yeah,
you've been having issues. Last year you went to Florida, I think, and you got denied. You were in the
yeah,
customs and you're on your phone and you're like, man, fuck, I got to turn around. I got to go back home. And it's like, fuck, like I could imagine the stress you were under at that moment when you were
yeah,
doing that. Is there a reason why they're denying you the visa?
yeah,
Is there,
bro. Yeah. So obviously, I've worked in no situation. A couple of years back, um, some guy was texting me in regards to steroids. I was just talking to him like I am now, asking what to do, what you pay for. I told him what I paid for it, what I use. And the guy kept on asking me, Nathan, have you got any? You got any? I said, no, no, no. And obviously, later down the line, a year down the line, the guy gets arrested with class A drugs. Obviously, with me being on the phone asking, I pleaded not guilty all through the way. My lawyer, I've never been done for a drug charge in my life. Fighting charge is different. Drug charge, never in my life. My lawyer said to me, look, bro, you're big, you're black, you're from Liverpool, and you're going to this white dominant area. Just throw your hands in, plead guilty, you'll get a fine, and you keep your visa. So stupid me, and I paid this guy probably 40 G or something. Cool,
Jesus.
you know more than me, bro. I don't know
Wow.
this. I don't know. I'm a part of this crap. Put my hands in. Yeah, I got a fine. Done a few hours community service, and that was it. I thought nothing of it. That year, I go to the airport. Boom, no ESTA visa. I'm like, okay, bit weird. Why?
Mhm.
And then at the time, the guy had got caught with 4 bottles of Anabol, bro. And I'm like, what? Like, but in my country, it's not even a drug.
Yeah.
So why would they be punished for a crime committed in my country that's not a murder or a sexual assault or a drug charge? And then why is no country punishing me? I just don't understand it.
Mhm.
Um, and then obviously we were battling it through the legal system. Probably cost me, I'd say right now we were up to, well, we finished it at
Mhm.
around 77 to 78
Wow.
thousand
That's
pounds, which is like 90,000 US.
yeah.
Mr. Bada helped me with some of that. Massive thank you to him. Um, so yeah, bro, like, and then obviously we got the Dave Palumbo and the guys there. So we've had a couple of lawyers originally. They were just whack. Dave
Yeah.
Palumbo, Siddiq,
Yeah.
sent me a lawyer and said use this person. And they basically just laughed at it, came through and said, you've been to the US so many times
Yeah.
while this was going on, and you've committed a single offense. Like, yeah. So they done it. And then I got, obviously, I need a certain reference of certain people to go through it. And that all, you know, thanks to them guys, it was sorted. When we went to the US last year, obviously everyone knows the situation in regards to me and my gym being open, me
Yeah.
getting assaulted. I didn't state that on the visa application at the time,
Yeah.
which I don't think I needed to because it was kicked out. We call it NFA, which is no further action.
Mhm.
So I got no charge for it. And then when I got there, they had on file that I had like 60 odd counts of kidnapping on my file, and all this stuff. I'm like, no, bro, like it got kicked out. And like, oh, you should have put it on your visa paper. It's like, well, I don't need to because it doesn't exist on my criminal record check. So what was the point? So that's where the wrong paperwork was brought in because I didn't show that documentation, which I didn't need to. And at the time, they said to me, you can either return, let me in the country for one day. I got a Chick-fil-A. They said you can either return home freely or you can
Okay.
appeal it. If you appeal it and you lose, it goes down as a denial. If you return home freely, then it doesn't go down as nothing. So I said, okay, cool. So I just returned home the next day. Uh, and then we had to do certain paperwork and file. Well, the lady filed certain documentations for that to go through. And like I said, the guy at Arnold gave me a good reference and stuff. And we were, that got cleared a few months back. So fingers crossed, bro. If we can, if this time, this time,
Yes.
I think everything. I'll make sure my bag's full of paperwork rather than food.
Yeah, just give them all the info from all the cases, everything, just so they can't have an excuse to do that again. Because
Yeah, but it was
we,
it was good of him. It was good of him because the first Olympia I missed, I was heartbroken. The second one, third one, I wasn't bothered. I totally didn't care. But then when I got there, I thought, yeah, I'm here. This is my time, right? And then I got denied. I'm like, that
yeah,
one hit the most because I'm on the doorstep, but I just can't get in.
yeah, it sucks.
And if it would have been the nation from 3 or 4 years ago, I probably would have said, fuck this, and stayed in the country, done the Olympia, and then returned home and got a ban, and got a 5-year ban, like done the Olympia, see ya,
Yeah, yeah,
But I thought there's many more Olympics to come.
yeah,
Just take it on the chin and just return home.
yeah,
So it was a bit of a ball like, but we just smiled and Mum has said at the time, don't worry about it. Just she'll sort it. She's the brains. I just say yes, no, basically.
yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, hopefully, you think it sounds like you got your ducks in a row for this
Yeah.
year, and you got Brian and all of them on your side there too. So hopefully you get it. I think you will, and you're going to be on an Olympia stage this year because it's going to be an epic Olympia.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best in a while. I think
Yeah,
even getting there this year's gonna be hard. A lot of
yeah,
the time it's quite easy to get there, but the guys now are holding out, and the show's getting more and more packed, and a lot of guys are stepping to the plate and taking the year off, and they're coming back bigger and better. So it
yeah,
bodybuilding's going in the right direction.
yeah. Definitely, the lineups are now starting to get a little thicker and more competitive. So that's good to see. Um, Tell us about what it's like being a full-time professional bodybuilder and having kids and dealing with the kids and what they mean to you in your life.
Uh, to me, bro, the kids are everything. I see a lot of guys who do bodybuilding and they haven't got that family life. And I think, part of being a human being is reproduction and being a father, being at home, being the man of the house and setting the right example for the kids, showing them the right way. And for me, that's everything, and being a bodybuilder, I wouldn't say being a pro bodybuilder, being a bodybuilder or any man or any human in sports, it shows the kids discipline, it shows them respect, and it shows them what they can achieve, what people can achieve. And if my kids see me doing this, and doing what I'm doing and being successful, then hopefully they can believe in themselves that they can do it. But the kids know that, like, obviously we've got to go to Kuwait a lot and I work, and they understand that. They understand that I go away to earn money, to make a living and do what I do. That's why I set my age of 40 because I don't want to be away forever. My kids are at a high level football or soccer,
Okay.
the very, very high level. So I don't want to miss all that time. And that's why, I used to train 6 days a week. Now it's 4 or 5 because I want to be able to go to football matches, pick them up, drop them off, and do and be the father figure that I never had, be the person that they look up to, and they can look at, and be like, this is my dad, because they go all the shows, they
Okay.
go all the shows, they love it. They think it's funny. My daughter thinks it's funny doing a routines around the house, saying I've got a new dance for you and stuff. And I think it brings us together tight as a family because when I diet, obviously I'm in all the time, but it's dad's in. When I'm not on a diet, I try and go out a bit, be a bit more freely and stuff. But it's different, and I think a lot of the guys take bodybuilding, I'd say, too serious. And I talked to the young guys at the shows the other day, and they're like, "Oh, Nathan, do you live for the sport?" I said, "No, bro, I don't, because if I live for it, then if it don't succeed, it's a failure, you
Mhm.
know." And I'm gonna, I want my life when I die to be a movie. I believe when we pass away, our life flashes before our eyes, and I want to be able to watch that movie and be like, "Damn, that was good. I
Mhm.
done some good shit, you know." And I lived a life, And if bodybuilding's all you got, and people don't see you as a bodybuilder rather than a man and father and this person outgoing, and no disrespect to the guys who do, I think it's very, very boring. It's just not the life I ever want to live, and I can't see it. I think we're here to have kids, through and to show them the right way, and put them on the way to God. Show them what life's about and stuff, and you know, show them the right and wrong and what should be done and what should be done. I think society now is missing that with a
Mhm.
lot of obviously those are my views on life, and I don't want to add them on your podcast because I don't know if that's your podcast about. But for me, I'm that type of person where I show my kids the right way, what life is, what a man is, what a woman is, the roles in life and stuff, and that's
Yeah.
what I think we should do, because society right now is going to pot, and it's crazy what
Mhm.
people are accepting and allowing. So try and open my kids to all ways of life and show them what it's about, and I just think people should do that, because if you haven't got kids, bro, like, damn, you're missing the hard
Yeah.
times, coming in at 4 in the morning, jumping on your head, staying in bed because you're sick. And at the time, it's annoying, but you look back and like, oh, that's my princess, that's my son. And it's just, you look back, you think, yeah, that good smile on your face, and they look up to you and they do crazy things, and it's good, I think.
Awesome. Awesome. No, well said, man. And I just wanted to dive into that because a lot of people don't ask you those questions on the podcast. So
Yeah, no,
I
they
want, I
don't.
want yeah, I want
Thank
to
you,
dive
brother.
into.
Appreciate that.
No, no problem. Because you're a dad, man. You're a father. You're a dad, and you're a full time professional, and you're doing the work for your family. So that means a lot. Um, After bodybuilding, so 2 years left. 40 years old. You're gonna retire. Maybe we'll see. Probably maybe you get the itch to still want to do another one. That's happened before in bodybuilding.
Possibly.
Yeah, yeah. After what's life after bodybuilding? Do you have a
But for
gym? Do you
me,
have a
we've got the gym. We've
yeah?
just signed for our second gym, which is
Awesome.
twice as big as our first one.
Yeah.
Um, we get into property development. I wanted to be honest, bro. I want to get back on the tools. I
Okay.
want to get back to building, to be a
Awesome.
builder.
Okay.
As I said before, I want to be like a manly man. I want to get my hands dirty. I want to do stuff. I want to be out there in the cold. And again, like my son knows how a pound, what a dollar is, and how
Yeah.
you earn a dollar. I want to be able to show him, look, money doesn't just come to you. You have to earn it. And if you're not a professional footballer, you can fall back and have a very good life
Hmm.
on a building site. And be a white collar worker. There's money in it. People now try and look down on these guys, but without these people in the world, where we wouldn't have the life we have, we not the buildings we have, we not the structures we have. These guys are the bones of society, and I believe it's show my son, like, look, dad's a builder. I was born a builder. My family, a lot of
Yeah.
builders, and I want to get back on the tools. And I don't want to work 40 hour weeks, 50 hour weeks, but I want to be able to have at least 10 or 20 men under me, and obviously
Okay.
go do 4 or 5 hours on the site a day, and just get my hands dirty, just keep my brain occupied, because you see these guys, these white collar guys, a lot of them, bro, live to like 80, 90 years old, because the mind's active, the body's active. I think when you get lazy and you get retired, the body starts to fail, and you can
Yeah.
see it, and you can see it. But if you're active and stuff, and obviously the guys who want, I mean, the guys who aren't drinking all the time and smoking all the time, they live a long life, because
Yeah.
they're very, very, very active. And in the UK, anyway, like you get some builders and they're like 65, 70, 75 years old, coming around plastering the house in like a day. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
they're still working hard. So that's what I want to be, just to be occupied. And obviously, so when I do retire, I'll do the odd events, the odd bodybuilding event. But when I'm retired, bro, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't coming back. Yeah,
Would you?
I've done the expos and stuff, and
Yeah.
all that. And once I'm gone, I'm gone. Like
You don't have a show, like you don't have a Nathan Asha Classic or anything in the UK there
next
yet.
year, well, I can't have one because obviously I need sanctioning, right?
Yeah,
but
but you should be able to
but
get.
but
Yeah.
but my missus, she owns the gym, so she
Mhm.
can do one,
Okay.
and she
Yeah.
she can do it. She can do her own gym one.
Yeah.
I can own the gym, not in my name, but
Yeah.
she can do one, and that's the plan for next year.
Okay.
We're gonna do something like that. We've got because obviously in Liverpool we're known for like having certain like being like a lot the girls and boys being like fake the new generation. So
Yes.
we've got a few prizes. Put it this way, the show next year for the amateur show, my missus amateur show, the
Mhm.
prize the prize money will be more than what I've just won anyway. Put it that
Oh
way.
wow. Okay.
So
Awesome.
but it's in the process.
Yeah.
It's something that I really want to do. My friend owns my very very good friend owns PCA. I don't know if you heard of it. He owns that, so he's going to help me, do a few things.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. And we'll wrap it up. Just give a shout out to your sponsors because I know you got sponsors, so let's give them a shout
Yeah,
out.
a massive shout out to ESN, for looking after me, taking me on board, treating me very well. You guys haven't tried the products, then obviously get over there. Sadly, don't ship to the US, just Europe right now. So get over them, try them. Team of Rice, absolutely awesome. Huge shout out to JP again everyone knows Jordan Peters for helping me with the clothing, looking after me, believing in me when I was down and out, when I done my biceps in. Massive
Mhm.
thank you to him. And again to Biolabs, who just recently signed for. Obviously, a lot of guys now use peptides in regards to my injuries and my gut health. Get over there and get on with it. Obviously, discount code TANK or discount code Asha for Biolabs and get over there, support them without. Help me eat.
Yeah.
But no, man, these guys looked after me. When people thought I was down and out, they believed in me. They took me on board, and I must thank you to these guys in all seriousness.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you. We're excited to see you at the Mr. Big Evolution and the Dubai Pro coming up here in a few weeks. Good luck. I know you're going to kill
Thank you
it
for that.
and definitely want to have you back on the show in the future. This is one of my favorite podcasts I've done because you're just so well spoken and you dive deep into these questions and you answer them well. So awesome. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
brother.
man, anytime, bro. You know that, brother. Anytime,
Yes.
whenever you're free, hit me up. Whether the
Yes.
bodybuilding or life in general, man. I
Awesome.
like a chat.
Awesome. No, appreciate it, man. All right. Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Thanks, buddy. God bless. Thank you, bro.